Good morning and welcome to Coffee Talk. It's Monday. Look at my eyes. I can't wake up. I have to drive to Atlanta today for work. So I'm going to walk the dog and try to get out of here. But I wanted to just share a story with you yesterday. Just about inclusion. It's just thoughts about the way we include people. Yesterday, Michael was in a golf tournament and I was with the kids, and Max and Olivia wanted to play a game called Around the World, where they stand at different pieces of my furniture and they have to read flashcards, words on flashcards, before they can move to the next piece of furniture. I actually used to play this game in Miss Cunningham's 4th grade math class for a Jolly Rancher. So, except my kids don't get Jolly Ranchers because I'm afraid they'll choke and I'm neurotic. Anyway, Charlie really wanted to play. And immediately, my older two turned around and went, "You can't play because you can't read." Now, this is true. Charlie just started kindergarten. Charlie can't read. I said, well, Max and Olivia, until you can find a way to include your sister, nobody's playing. And immediately they started in with that's not fair, life's not fair, woe's me. And I said, I'm sorry, but it is too easy when our own interests, when we are vested in our own interests, to disclude people. And if we can do it in our own home, we could certainly do it on a playground, because if we can do it to people we love, certainly we could do it to people we barely know. And I think, as somebody who has been the person chosen last and been the kid not chosen at all, I don't want my children, and I'm telling them this, I'm saying this right to them, I don't want you guys to be the kids who become so consumed with your own interests that it is okay or justified to dismiss somebody and not include them. Now, I know you guys are probably thinking, geez, Jamie, you're so hard on them. You're always coffee talking them. But you know what? Maybe you guys are my moral compass. Coffee talk keeps me on the road I want to be on. And if that trickles down to my children, so be it. And they're not going to die because I made them find a way to include their sisters. So please, if you want to comment about what a mean mom I am, do it another day. I'm too tired today. So anyway, they came in and said, Charlie can hold the cards up. And I said, well, she could, but that's a consolation prize. She doesn't really get to play. She's not getting the experience of moving from piece of furniture to piece of furniture. She doesn't really feel included. She doesn't feel part of what's happening. And mommy can hold the cards up. If you want to use somebody for the boring job, let it be me. Go back to the drawing board and find something she can do. But she can't read, I said, well, Olivia, there may come a time where you want to play a game on the playground and there's a handicapped child on the playground. So what? We're just never going to ask handicapped children to play because they can't do exactly what you can do? Be better. Try harder. So she, Olivia's getting smart. She's like, oh, she's coffee talking me. Now we're talking about handicapped children and I don't know what she's talking about. And I'm like, well, figure it out. You may have somebody with special needs. You may have somebody who's nonverbal. You may have somebody in a wheelchair. Surely there are ways you can find to make them feel included. Use your brain. So they came back a couple of times with different things that were ridiculous. Charlie could just follow us from piece of furniture to piece of furniture. No, she's not getting to do anything. She wants to do something. Think about kindergarten. Think about the things that are important in kindergarten. What can she do? So finally, Olivia and Max and Charlie come running into the bedroom. I'm folding laundry. Mom, we got it. What is it? Charlie can play, except when you hold her card up. Instead of having to read the word, She has to identify what letters are in the word. Oh, tears in my eyes. Yes, children, you have figured it out. It is carnival? What? It is kindergarten specific. It benefits Charlie. It allows her to feel included. She's actually challenged the same way they are. She gets to move piece by piece by piece because of her own accomplishments. This is how you include your sister in a game that is not age appropriate. I love this. Yes, let's go play. Ironically, all of that to play the game, and they got around the furniture one time and they wanted to move on to something different. But the point is that they learned that if you want to be someone who is inclusive, it may take thinking outside the box, but you can get there. I have a friend that I see in New York all the time. Now, I like to go out to eat. I am happiest when there's food in my mouth. We all know that. Especially being Italian. Serafina's my favorite New York restaurant in New York. I can't talk, folks. She doesn't have a lot of money. I have two options when I go to New York. I can invite friends to go out and never include her, or I can find ways to do things with her that include her, that don't make her feel bad about her financial situation, that make her feel like she is part of exactly what we are doing, and yada, yada, yada. And this is what it takes sometimes in this life. When you make friends with women who are widowed or divorced or going through it or married, paying for children to go to college or newlyweds, whatever somebody's situation is, there is a way to include them if you think outside the box. Sometimes all it takes is choosing to be an inclusive person. I used to be the least inclusive person because I knew how it felt to be left out and I wanted other people to feel that pain. True story, hurt people hurt. And before I had tools to be a better person, I thought if I have to suffer, everybody has to suffer. It is very easy to be non-inclusive. You can make a million excuses. Well, I shouldn't have the money. Let's just not ask her. Or you can say, let's go out to eat and do it family style. And promise that nobody has to pay more than $20 to be part of it. And find other ways. People appreciate being included. They just do. You just never know what someone is going through. When I was at one of my book signings, one of the women that came to the first one in Ridgewood came with a walker. And she, for me, it was like, well, I'm not going to sit. If you guys can't be comfortable, I'm not going to, we're all going to stand. We're all going to be uncomfortable. If you guys are waiting online, I'm going to, you have to make people feel included. And it just takes a little thinking outside the box. That's all. That's all. And coffee, because I physically cannot open my eyes. Literally, I need like Botox. What do you guys think about Botox? All right, I got to get on the road. I love you guys so much today. Have a great day.